Hi guys, and we're back again, this time just showing you what you would need to do if you need to make your own spawn and protect your spawn. So pretty much everything you're going to need to know, any features to stop players griefing, breaking into it, or stop them PvPing your actual spawn. So let's get to it. As you can tell, I'm in survival mode at the moment. We've made a little spawn over there which J-Dog is stood in, and I'm going to come and try and be a pain, see if I can break it or attack him. So if we go forward, you can see my game mode's been switched to adventure, and there is physically no way that I can attack J-Dog either, as much as I am trying. So he can sit there and eat his apple. And as you can tell, I can't break the spawn. There is just no way, unfortunately. Right, so that's just the example there. Let's go past back to creative and we'll show you how to do it. Oh, and again, as you can tell, as I walked away from that, my mode got switched, so adventure to survival. So out here again, I can break the blocks. I'll try and go back in. It switched back over, and I've got some effects going on there. So go switch ourselves to creative. And what I've done is I usually tend to do it underneath or somewhere close. For this time, I've just done it straight underneath just to make it easy. So if you just go underneath here, these are the commands that I've used. Might seem a bit daunting, it really isn't. They're all really easy. They're just single commands put next to each other, so it doesn't look too messy. So what we'll do is we'll start with the game mode. So as obviously noticed, when I get within a certain radius, so it's usually about here, it'll switch me. So it means by the time I get here, I can't break any blocks. And the way to do that is two command blocks. We'll start with this one first. And that's an execute command. So execute at A, so that's all players. This is with the mode of A, so M equals A, so if they're in mode adventure, and then the comma RM, so the range minimum of 17 with a closed bracket, then squiggly squiggly squiggly, and you're going to change them to game mode S. So basically what that is doing is it's putting a range minimum of 17, so after you come out of 17 blocks you'll get switched back to game mode S. If you want to just pause, copy that down. I'll move on to the next one. Right, and this is what switches you to game mode A in the middle. So it's a execute at A, square brackets, M equals S, so that's if you're in mode S, comma, and then the range of 15. This is just a little bit smaller than the other range, because this is the inside part that you're trying to program there. So 15, square bracket, squiggly squiggly squiggly, and game mode A. So you are now changing them from game mode S to game mode A within the radius of 15. Oh, again, I just want to mention these are repeat, unconditional, always active. Pretty much every single block here is repeat, unconditional, always active, apart from that one, but we'll get to that last. So you've set up your spawn area. They can't now break it because they're going to be set into adventure mode. So we'll move on to the effects. As you can notice on the right of my screen, I had a few effects, two of which you can see, one you can't. Them effects are instant health, strength, and mining fatigue. I do tend to do mining fatigue, it's like a double backup, so let's say for any reason something's happened to the adventure mode command, they're still going to have mining fatigue, which means they're not going to be able to break it. So it's 3 command blocks. Start over here. This might seem a little bit more complicated. There is a easier way to do it. If you rather, I'll explain this way and then I'll get to the simpler way of doing these at the end. So it's effect at A. And then you've got to record the X, Y, and Z coordinates, which for this case I've done down here. It's only so it covers a couple of blocks down as well in case they come upwards. So I've taken the coordinates there, 10, 2, and 55, and I've written them down. So effect at A, X equals 10, comma, Y equals 2, comma, Z equals 55, so that's that bit. Then for the dx, dy, and dz, I'll just quickly explain that. So from where we are here, dx is how many blocks you come on the x-axis, so you see on the left hand side of the position, that one's moving. and we're going into minus. So we're coming out minus 20 blocks to around here. Y is how far up you are. So dy, I've done 15 or 20, I can't remember now. So that means up in the air, it'll affect it up till about here. And then I've done minus 20 on the z-axis. So as you can see, the numbers going down, 52, 51, and it goes down to minus 20 to around here. So that's basically covered your whole square area, like that, of an effect. Right, if we go back down here, this number will stay the same. So if you copy this number, so 10 to 55, then your dx, which was minus 20, dy, which was 15, and dz, which is minus 20, just copy that down. It'll be the same every time you have to use it for this particular spawn, let's say. Yeah, so after that, close your bracket, and then what effect you want. So instant health, I've put 1, so it lasts for 1 second, and 250, so it's a strong effect. That means when they walk out of it, you haven't got to clear it or anything like that. It will just fade away within a second. Right, second one is pretty much exactly the same. So effect at A, and then your coordinates, close bracket, strength, again for 1 second, and 250. So that's pretty much the strongest strength you can get. And lastly, you got effect at A, coordinates, same as they were before. Close the bracket, space mining, fatigue for 1 second, and 250 again. So that is the effects done right there. And what we'll do next is move to the clear. It looks like quite a long line of commands, however they're all super easy. Look, as you can tell, clear, at A, and then the item. So what I tend to do is start with skull 1, which is with the skeleton skull. And all of these are repeat, unconditional, always active. You don't need to write the name up there. I've only done that so it appears above the command block. So if we start with a clear at A skull 1, that will kill the wither skeleton skull. Move on to a fireball, clear at A fireball. Again, these are all repeat, unconditional, always active. Flint and steel, so clear at A. You can pause this and copy it down exactly as it is. These are the right commands. Again, repeat, unconditional, always active. No delay in ticks because you want it to do it straight away. Just for a quick explanation of what this will do. So I'll show you. I'll try and get some flint and steel, which is there. You see, it just clears it straight out of the inventory. I don't really get a chance to do anything with it. I tried to get 64, won't work. Or 1, that won't work. So next, the important one, TNT, clear at A. Again, at A is at every player. TNT, repeat unconditional is active. Lava, I will add to this. This is the correct command. It works pretty much on every level. For some reason lately since the update, clearing a bucket of lava seems to be a bit on and off. So when you first program it, it doesn't seem to work. When you come back onto the level, it seems to have somehow caught up with itself. So yeah, that is the only thing that I'll say about this clear command for the moment. As soon as anything clears up with that, I'll post it on the description. So that's a repeat unconditional, always active, clearing a bucket of lava. Command block, what I've included in this is how to also take somebody out of this. So let's say you want to clear everybody but me. So I've included me in this. So I've done a clear at A, close bracket, name equals, and it's important that you put the exclamation mark. That means not. So you know, name equals not, and then my name on this. I haven't included Greek James just to show that it works. It cleared his command block immediately, and I was still able to use mine. Close the brackets, and then command underscore block. Repeat unconditional, always active again. So for the minecart TNT, it's going to be a clear at A, TNT underscore minecart. That will clear any people whacking a TNT in a minecart and trying to get that under your spawn or base. Repeat unconditional, always active. Command block minecart. I didn't actually know about this for a little while until unfortunately it happened to me. Managed to sort it out, but still it did teach me a lesson, which is you should always clear people of that. So clear at A, command underscore block underscore minecart. Repeat unconditional, always active. That will stop anybody just in case anything has happened or they have hacked. they've managed to get one, to put one in your level or anything like that, that will clear that straight away and clear up your problem. Structure block, again, you don't have to do this. I've just tried to include any blocks I really just wouldn't want them to have if you're playing and you've got a few people on your map. So clear at a structure block. For anybody that doesn't know, it's a block that you usually use in creative, that you can just copy a structure down and then put it elsewhere with that block. And lastly here, barrier block. They shouldn't have it anyway because they shouldn't be in game mode C, but just in case it does happen, clear at a barrier, and that will clear that off of them as well. So that's pretty much all your clear commands there. That'll clear all the major griefing bits and stuff that they shouldn't have. Now if I come over here to the kill commands, just in case somebody does obviously summon a wither, first thing I'll do is I'll TP them very far away, so that'll be a TP at E, close, square brackets, type equals wither, close the brackets, and then I'm going to TP it to 20,000 on the X, 250 up, and then 20,000 on the Y, so that is quite a while away and it will keep doing that, so on a repeat unconditional is active. Just in case, I'd always like to have a little fail safe. I'll also have a kill at E, type equals wither. Just in case they do get close, it will just continuously kill it with a repeat command. And creeper as well, because that stops people being able to, you know, sort of walk them in to places to destroy houses or spawns. So that's a kill at E, type equals creeper. Obviously this is completely up to you, and you can in fact change that so it's a radius. So if you just don't want it around spawn, all you got to do is pop a R for radius and then how big your spawn is or how much the radius around. So you could just do a 20. So that will kill any creeper within a radius of equals 20. So that will kill any creeper within the radius of 20 blocks. But then outside of this area, they can still survive. Oh yeah, and of course this is actually quite an important one. This is clearing items off the ground, but not continuously, so players can in fact still pass their items around. It will do it every, I think this one I've done it every 10 minutes. Yeah, that's right. So what we do, two commands here. First one is, I like to do say, people can do title, or whatever, but I like to do a say at A, then your message, so clearing items in 10 seconds. If you've done a say command, it will basically come up in the chat box. If you can see there, it says JDogCraft, names the players that are currently playing, and then the message. To get the JDogCraft up on the chat, you just type it in there on the name of the command block, and that will come up in the chat as that particular name. Repeat, unconditional, always active. And I've done it to 10 minutes. Each minute is around 1,200 ticks. So yeah, 10 minutes is 12,000 ticks. You can do it as long as you want really, or as little as you like. And the next one to actually clear the items is kill at E, square brackets, type equals item, and close the bracket. And that is a chain conditional, always active. So that will only happen once that tells it to, basically. Now just to explain how to do the radius a little bit easier on this, just in case you don't particularly want to go through and mark down all them numbers, you can in fact just change it to, it would mean that it has to be in the middle or the middle underneath or the middle under though, because it's just going to be a radius from where this command block is. However, you can just do R equals 20. So now it's doing an effect to everybody in the range of 20, and the effect is instant health. Make sure that's worked. Yes, it has. So yeah, anybody within the range of 20, and by the range I mean 20 blocks to the left, 20 blocks to the right, forward and back as well. So that is a much easier way if you want to do that with your effects. Or the one over here for your creeper like I showed you. And I think that's pretty much it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it does actually help for you guys. It's helped for me, I've got to say. I mean, I know nothing has a 100% track record, however, I've yet, fingers crossed, had anybody break into the spawn. It seems to work quite well, and it's good for other players as well, because it means that people can't just hang around here and kill you, which is very annoying when you start off on a spawn. So I hope you liked the video, guys. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you really liked it. Thank you. Bye bye.